Here to share his experience, strength, and hope with us tonight is Jim.
Hi, I'm Jim, and I'm an alcoholic. And there's no escaping from that, because that's who I am. Yeah, you know, I could take a little kid to the zoo, or I could make an egg cream, or I can even ride a fucking camel if I wanted. But what I can't do is have a fucking drink, and that's all that matters. One drink, just one. You know what I mean? I've been a drunk and a drug addict for 25 years, and I'm sick of it. I really didn't want to be up here tonight, but Marty cornered me. So what's my story? I was born an only child to a really, really sweet, angelic Italian woman, and to a poor fucking embarrassed to be Jew father, Saul, or as he preferred to be called in the neighborhood, Sal. When I was 9, I made a xylophone out of Saul's empties. I took them to school for show and tell. And that was the very first time, and the only time, that my father beat the shit out of me. Pulled the belt right out of his pants. Had a Joe DiMaggio buckle on it. Imagine that, Joe D. And he whipped the shit out of me. That night I stole a bottle from my dad. A whole pint. Scotch. Man, did I sleep like a fucking top. By the time I got out of high school, I was a daily drinker. Thank God I landed a job at a steakhouse in the theater district. I could drink around the clock. I was hiding it. You know, I'd be pouring it in a fucking styrofoam cup. You know, we figure like no one ever fucking knows. Trust me, by, you know, midnight, I was seating people on the fucking roof. I started getting up to about a quart a day after about 3 years. Quart a day, that's all. That ain't nothing. You know why? Because I wasn't even getting drunk anymore. On a quart a day. I mean, I wasn't even getting high. Where is that at? That's when I started doing heroin. I wasted 10 years of my life. Strung out, broke, alone. Except for my only friend, some 9th Avenue hooker, Tanya. I mean, I knew about AA and all that shit. I had some real shit-faced neighbor of mine. He took me to a meeting. Oh, fuck that. I thought it was for losers, man. Holy rollers, Bowery bums. I didn't need it. Fuck that. Do it on my own, man. Kick dope. Shit, I once went a whole month just to prove to myself that I could do it on my own. I didn't even smoke a fucking cigarette. That's how cool I was. And then I met my goddess. Oh, man, did we fall in love. It was the greatest feeling. God. We started going out, a couple weeks, boom. Moved in with her. I mean, I was still drinking. She didn't know that I was an alcoholic. I mean, she used to drink champagne with, you know, her friends, and I used to join her. You know, it was a celebration. She didn't know. What did she have to know? You know what I mean? I wasn't drugging or anything, just drinking. Then I asked her to marry me. And she said yes. Wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was in heaven. Till I had one of those disasters. She took me to meet her family, all 200 of them. I couldn't deal with it. I guess I just freaked. I go upstairs, and I never, ever come back. I passed out. Boy, that pint went fast. She got me into a cab. We got back to New York, and she looked at me, and she says, I love you. I'll marry you. But you're going into rehab, or I'm history. Well, I checked right in. I had no choice. I loved her. I was sober. We were like a regular married couple. We went on picnics and took rides on the Staten Island ferry. That was almost 3 years ago. A lot of you know, about 8 months ago, Janie died. Just like that, brain aneurysm. Oh, man. Sometimes I go home now and I still expect to see her there, you know? God, I wish I would have made love to her a little more. If only I would have known. You know, I guess I'm just fighting it today. Oh, Christ. You want to know the truth? I just want to get high. I just don't understand it anymore, you know? I just don't get it. I mean, I know that Janie just had to go, I guess, you know? But I mean, I never knew love like that before her. And I just don't want to be with anybody else. Fuck! But hey, you know, the guy that brought me into this room, oh, he said, you know, don't think, don't drink, and go to a meeting. And that's work for me, a day at a time. Thanks.